Hello everyone and welcome back to Cities by Steven. You're talking to Steven. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, please hit that subscribe button, get that bell notification on too so you don't miss out on the next episode of Fort Prairie, an Alberta themed city. Welcome back to the city. Last time we were in the city, we were doing some work on the farm. We were doing some lane management. We built our first unique factory, the bakery. The city, the town really, because the town we're building right now isn't going to be the downtown core of the region. So this is actually a pretty good shot of it. This is an older style town that we're going to use as like a suburb of the main town. So as that project evolves, we need to build up the highway infrastructure so that we can start off on our next projects. So that's what today's episode is going to be really about, is we're going to build 2 interchanges today. So I'm going to be doing a bit of a speed through for you. Let me know what you think about the speed through episodes. We're going to be doing maybe a couple more of them in, short succession. So without further ado, guys, let's hop out and let's look at what I've done off camera to kind of prep for this episode. And we'll talk about where these interchanges are going and the styles of interchanges that we're going to build and why and the future plans for them. So as I was just getting ready to record, this popped up. So the Maybury farm leveled up to level 5. So that's amazing. We got the large grain silo, which is something that we really need. We got the large animal pasture, which is also really fantastic. The large crop field as well, which, crops have been a bit of a difficulty in this series because we're only kind of working off of one small farm area. And we also got the food factory, which is something that I really like building. I really like that unique factory and, of course, the large fruit factory. So off camera, I was mentioning in the comments that we didn't have a warehouse that would hold the unique factory products, so I added that in. I changed up this area as a result a little bit. That's pretty much all I've really done off camera. So what is the plan for today? Well, we're going to look at the highway here. This is northbound, this is southbound, and we have 3 interchanges for this town already, and that's pretty good. The town's flowing very nicely. But we're going to be building out over here. We're going to be getting a couple more farms. We got our landfill out this way. We'll be extending the rail, which is right here. We'll be extending the rail through here eventually, and we'll be changing some things up in this area because of that. It'll probably be tomorrow's episode, folks. We definitely need to prep for this expansion over here, but also we need to prep for the expansion of the downtown, which is going to be over on this side. So we have the main street, which I think is Albert Street or Mackenzie Street. Yeah, I think it's Mackenzie. This one's going to go right down into here, and it's going to kind of lay out the grid, the first grid at least, of the downtown core. It's going to kind of go off of this road, so it's going to cut right through here, and it'll be a main thoroughfare for people going in from the city into Prairie Station, which is the name of this railroad town. But if you were, to go on the highway, like to go off the highway from here into the downtown, that would be a lot, right? You have to go into the town, cut through. So we're going to be building a expressway, like a downtown highway spur kind of thing. And it's going to start from over here in this area. And it's going to be kind of like a Y junction. And it's going to lead right into it. So we're going to have a bit of an interchange from this street kind of going off. We'll have another one over in here to support this whole area because this is going to be fantastic suburban land for us. So that's the first one we're going to do today. And why a Wye interchange? Well, it's very seamless. It's a system to system interchange. It's not a system to, collector, like the next style of interchange we're going to be doing. So that one's going to be over here by the landfill, and we're going to be building, honestly, I haven't decided. I think I was originally planning on just doing a diamond interchange here. It kind of makes sense. However, I was looking at pictures on the Google Maps about maps in Alberta, and parklow interchanges seem to be a favorite no matter where they are. So I'm thinking we might do a parklow here, though the other side of the highway from here doesn't necessarily lead itself to the greatest location for our parklow. I think we might need to curve the road and follow the rail, which, I don't really mind. We might also try to go underneath the rail at the same time, just lay some of the groundwork. But this is really hilly. It's a little hard to see right now, but it's pretty hilly over here. I guess we can take a look. So, future plans for this area are still kind of up in the air. But that's why I'm thinking a diamond interchange might be best, but we really need an interchange over here because it's going to help really take some of the traffic out of this of the highway. It's also going to be really help support the landfill area as well. So those are the two interchanges we're going to do today. So here, and then right in this curve. Why on the curve? Well, it actually leads us out pretty good to the Wye Interchange, and it's also pretty convenient. We're also going to try to do a bit of a interesting thing. We're going to try and tie in some other roads into the interchange. I'll kind of show you once we kind of get going. And then I think in the future, off of this road here, we'll extend it and we'll get another diamond interchange or park or something in here, which will also help support the suburban development in this area. But that is for the future. So that is a lot of talking. We're like 6 minutes in, and I haven't started building anything. So you know what? Why don't we start off? I'm gonna flip my page for my notes, and let's start building, folks. And we're back. That was a little long on my end. I'm not too sure how long the video is on your end yet, because I haven't smoothed it all, or shortened it and sped it up and everything like that. But I think that these work for now. I was debating this one. I didn't exactly want to commit to the full park though, and I think this is a good temporary. Whoa, what's happening over here? This is a good temporary kind of. Yeah, I mean this is good for right now. It's good for what it needs right now. See, I was having a difficulty trying to decide what to do with this interchange, because I'm not 100% set on what the whole area over here is going to be. So I feel like just this simple little diamond aspect of it is fine for now. I feel like it's probably going to be good enough for the time being. Quick little interchange in here, it works. This one over here, this is a lot of fun to build. This is actually modeled somewhat off of an interchange in Ottawa. I was having trouble trying to figure out exactly a style of interchange I wanted to use with an Alberta theme, so I really like this interchange. I think it works really nicely. It also has an exit for the rural road underneath it. And the reason why I thought this was extremely important to get a rural road and have this connection in here is because the only other connection would be over on this side, and it would be just like a diamond interchange or something like that, and that'd be a lot of heavy traffic flowing through here. We can't exactly get an interchange off of this road because we're going to have a rail line running over here. This one, we've already determined that this is not going to be an interchange. So this is the next best solution. It also gives us this open space here. We can build in this area now. We're also going to get a connection over here in the future. So, I think it just adds that extra little layer of support, especially because this highway here is the only highway in the game. So we really need to make sure that we have enough interchanges that flow really nicely in this area. So we're going to save this for a future video. We're going to bring this connection forward into the downtown. So that's a little ways away, but I really needed to get this interchange in here for this connection piece in particular. But I think relatively soon I'm going to connect it up to this road here. Just not in today's video. Perhaps this week, not too sure yet. But we really needed to open up this land for development, and figuring that out, we had to have this interchange in place. We had to know the space we needed, and everything like that. Over here, I haven't done the lane mathematics yet, so I will just do that. What are lane mathematics? Well, if you have 3 lanes of traffic, for some reason people are slowing down over here. That's because I haven't done traffic manager over on this side, or actually squared the node. So we have 3 lanes. We have 1 coming off, so that means the section that we're going to be looking at right now should be 2 lanes, right? So that works, and then we have a lane coming in, so therefore we should have that's fine. 2 lanes plus 1 equals 3, so that means we have 3 lanes over on this side. So yeah, I really like how this turned out. This was a fun little build. I haven't done like a dedicated interchange build in a little while, so I really wanted to make sure that I got that in place in today's video. So it looks like things are starting to flow nicely through here. So what do you need to do with Traffic Manager once you're done? Well, wherever you have an interchange coming in and on, I just like to do this to stop cars from ever turning straight. I don't really want them to do that. That's all that we really need. The reason why I have it like this is because I expect that we'll have a road coming this way down the line, and it's just for future planning. And we'll change the Traffic Manager down the road as well. Over here, we have these 2 come together. I'll clean this up a little bit a little bit later, and we'll probably have to add a couple lanes over here. And ignore the glitching. I'll fix that off camera. But over here, we also need to do some Traffic Manager stuff. Just really quickly with this section, what you need to do is go into Node Controller, and I want this node, this part of the node, to connect to this one, so we have a better sort of off-ramp here. So if we want to detail this one, for example, we'll just do something like this. There you go. So if you're in the right-hand lane, the slow traffic, you can always duck off and go into the slower part, because these cars, if they don't really remember, they can switch into this lane a little bit later. And then over here, I'll also just detail this one as well, but I'll do the rest probably off camera, because it does take some time to do. So yeah, this is actually very similar. It's not exact, but the style and the having this connection through here is actually the Highway 417/416 connection in Ottawa. So yeah, so you're driving in here, you know you want to get off, you stay in the left 2 lanes here, and then you stay on the right side here. There'll probably be tons of signs, and then you can slide off into this town. Look at this, people are actually already using this as an interchange as well, so that'll be really helpful for when we get future farms out this way as well. But yeah, let me know what you think down in the comment section down below. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I didn't actually finish the traffic manager as well. So we'll leave that, but here we need to do that. We need to do this. So that's just Control S, and it's just locking in the nodes so that cars know that they can only take a certain lane to get into a certain direction. And then over here we need to do that, and then over here and over here we can just do this one manually again. And I'm not doing lane maths on this one because I just don't think that it would be a little realistic. I think it would be fine to do it, to have it right here. I think, you know, driving around, I kind of see that in these style of off-ramps. You know, but once you get into situations like this, it's pretty normal to, you know, push the lane maths. And then, you know, in here too, obviously you're not gonna have 3 and then turn into 4. Here, I also am just a little wary of, you know, adding an extra lane so close, but we needed to have this here. I suppose we could have had a bit of a parkless situation. Maybe I'll change that. That might actually work pretty good, but I suspect that a lot of the traffic is going to want to go into the farming area, not necessarily over here. So that's why probably better to have a dedicated right, because otherwise if we had it coming on this side, they'd have to take a left, and that's not as appropriate. Slows down some traffic. Oops, this one we actually need to delete and redo. Yeah, and see right here too, if we were to do this, then things might clog up a little bit, wouldn't they? And there we go. Okay, so I think I got them all. If I didn't, I'll make sure I do off camera. But you know, I think that was really fun. That was a fun build. For you, it was probably a lot fast and everything like that. Since we are using new music, let me know if the music was too loud during the build, because, you know, I wasn't talking through it. And let me know if you like that style of build, because, you know, I don't have to do that next time. I'm never sure if people, like, you know, if I were to talk through that on my recording, it's an hour and 15 minutes. That's a lot of talking, and I don't mind doing that, but, you know, to do this for an hour, what am I talking about? Really, just the lanes, really, and, you know, why I'm deciding certain things. So I've already done that for one custom interchange, so that was probably a card at some point in the video. But let me know if you prefer me talking through them, or if you prefer this kind of speed build type atmosphere. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful day, folks. I'll talk to you in the next video, where we'll be doing building and not road network developing. So, well, you never know. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Peace out.